Hey, check this out, boys. Check this out, baby. We locked in for another episode of Really Speaking of Podcast, man. And today, man, we got a special guest, man. I have to introduce him in the best way I can because he got so many accolades, man. For one, he's a lifestyle coach. You know what I'm saying? A workout trainer, nutrition, game guide. Hey, man, he got a famous slogan. I think it's his podcast, too. He said, "Don't hate the player, learn the game."
Lord.
Young Goldie.
Ooh.
What's happening, boss?
Man, what's going on?
Man, how you feeling, bro?
Oh, I'm amazing.
Hey, man, listen, man, it's a pleasure to have you in this building today, man. But also, man, it's more of a teaching moment for myself because, man, when somebody can say they're the game guy, my attendance just go up. So from what the people may not know that don't know you, because you're really on your way up, I consider you the rookie of the year. You know what I'm saying? You and Wimby, unanimous me, however you say that shit. You know what I mean? Won all the votes. So what I know, you originally from Sacramento, right?
Yeah.
California, right?
Uh-huh.
And
you did your homework.
Oh, yeah. I told you that when we talked on the phone. I said, I can't interview no nigga and I don't do no homework, man. And then you moved to, you was in Vegas for a little bit.
I was in Vegas for a decade.
Oh, Vegas for a decade.
Yeah.
Yeah, and shout out to my guy, Liquid Cash. I tapped in with him. Bro. He definitely said, no, he wasn't going to say nothing but good things about you.
Of course, that's bro.
Then the move to Miami. So, man, listen, I want to go back to the culture of Sacramento because we hear about California. We think of L.A., we think of Crenshaw, we think of Compton. How was it like growing up in Cali, dog? Like, you know what I'm saying? How was it out there?
It really wasn't shit because Sacramento ain't really a big city. It's bigger now, but it wasn't big back then. You know, it was like a cow town kind of, but we close to the Bay. So, you know, I had family in the Bay. So the Bay was really like where I got my flavor and got my game from, just like from people out there. But in Sacramento on its own, ain't shit out there.
Sacramento's on, okay.
Yeah.
So you from Sacramento, so yeah. was you visiting the Bay throughout your upbringing?
Oh yeah, you know, that's a hop skip away. It's like an hour and a half. We just go to parties out there, go out there, fuck with some chicks and shit like that. So
okay.
You know, that's where I got a lot of my flavor from. Everybody think that's where I'm from. You know, you say you from Northern California, they think the Bay, but nah, Sacramento's a little different.
So you from Sacramento a little different. So like, what was it? Like you was the youngest of four, the baby boy, the middle? Like how was that?
I was the almost youngest. You know, I was almost youngest. So I was the youngest, and then my mom got remarried, and then I got a stepbrother, you know, who's younger than me. You get what I'm saying? So cool. Almost the youngest. He was the youngest, almost the youngest. So, you know, and like I said, it wasn't really much going on out in Sacramento. So, you know, it was just out there getting into trouble, you know, doing all the wrong shit. And, you know, luckily, you know, one of my uncles from the Bay ended up moving up the street from me, you know, and that's when I first seen a glimpse of the lifestyle, you know, the girls and the money and the things like that. And that's what turned me on to that and had me switch up everything else. And, you know, the rest is history.
Okay, we're going to get to that because I know you
definitely got to get to that.
I know you got a lot of that. So my thing was growing up in Sacramento, like kind of visiting the Bay, like you very familiar with basically the culture. Like the culture of the Bay is basically, you know, recipes to like Mac Dre. Who else in the Bay? Is it E40?
Of course.
Is it Snoop? I mean, not Snoop. Too Short and stuff like that. Like,
of course.
So the culture is basically gravitation towards women. So like who would you credit getting some of your swag from? Like, now, first of all, before you answer that, was your father in your life coming up?
No, he wasn't. So that's why I was able to get into a whole lot of trouble. When my dad died when I was 11 years old, you know, it was like free.
Sorry to hear that, bro.
Yeah, you know, it was like free range. You know, you do whatever you want. My mama couldn't tell me nothing. She couldn't show me nothing. You can't even ask your mama shit because you just know, like, what's she gonna tell me? So now I'm outside looking for my manhood and all the wrong people and all the wrong influences, and you know, it turned me on to some good shit, but it turned me on to some bad shit too.
Facts.
So that's what really gravitated me towards that lifestyle because I'm looking for a father figure in life. And that shit was flashy, it was attractive, you know, the money, the girls and shit like that. So, and I just took it and ran with it.
Okay, you say that lifestyle. What lifestyle?
I would say a polygamous lifestyle. A polygamous lifestyle, having more than one woman, that type of lifestyle. You know, those who know where I'm from, you know, it's big in that area. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they call it, you know, the game. They call it a secret society. You know, a small knit community, fraternity type thing where, you know, having more than one woman is just normal. You know,
like she intrigued.
Right. So you pro polygamy?
Yeah.
I've been in a polygamous relationship before.
Is
so
that right?
I understand it.
Okay.
I think I told you that last time.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah.
So like coming up from Sacramento, like being in the Bay in California, like to get back to that, like who was like some of the early on influences that you was like, man, I like this nigga, I like that? Was it in particular person? Was it a family member? Was it a partner? Was it a nigga in the hood? Like how was that inspiration?
It's one of those things. It's hard to explain if you're not from that area. Like the culture, especially at the time when I was coming up, like what I'm talking about was big. You know, having women, having cars, having jewelry, having, you know, that was like the thing. Like some places, being a gangster was the thing. Where I was from, being a dude who had 4 or 5 women with him, that was the thing. Okay. You know, where I was from. So it wasn't just one particular. My uncle for sure turned me on to it, but it was just the whole lifestyle. Everybody, you know, the big names at the time in my city, people would know who they was. But that's who That's who I looked up to. So my uncle moved down the street from me, up the block from the Bay.
Okay.
Before that, you know, regular life, you know, got a little girlfriend cheating on her, whatever, you know. That's just what you do. You know, that's what you see. That's what you do. Yeah. My uncle, he moved down the street. I see him back at the time. He had, I think it was an H2 Hummer. Had the H2 Hummer with the big 30 on the back. Had a broad sitting next to him, 2 broads in the back. Had the S550 Benz, had the 2-door Benz. You know, had all the women in the house like that. And, you know, it just blew my paradigm. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You know? And I'm sitting over here lying to this one little girlfriend I got, and I knew this shit. I'm like, this shit never felt right, but I just, you know, this was all I knew. So when I saw that, I'm like, nah, I got to figure out what the fuck this is. And from there, everything changed. So he was really the first person to really bring me in and let me see the inside of how this operation and how this type of lifestyle works, and that it's okay to be like that. It's okay to have a bunch of women. It's okay to, you know, be the one getting catered to instead of you catering to the broad. You know, he showed me the opposite of everything that I was being shown. You know what I'm saying? So that brought me into it. But from there, it was so many other different individuals and different people that just, you know, deeper I got into the lifestyle.
Okay, because look, I'm very blunt. And how you talking, it just give me what you used to be a pimp. No, some pimping lifestyle.
Nah, I said polygamous lifestyle.
I hear what you saying.
Ooh,
but your wording at the same time just gives pimp.
Nah. Polygamous lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I was around a lot of different individuals, you know, that, you know, may have been pimps and things like that, but you know, nah.
May have been.
Yeah.
You know, proper instructions motivate people. You know that, right?
You know, but you know, you could get game from anything. You know what I'm saying? You know, and the same principles that, you know, a pimp may use, you know, is something like to be able to have multiple women and not lie to them about what's going on. Some of those principles I took into what I was doing, just having women.
Okay, so you kind of used some stuff, but kept it in the polygamy.
Yeah, kind of, you know, the mindset of it all.
Okay, because, you know, it's different avenues to polygamy, definitely.
You know, yeah.
All right.
And, you know, in the game, it's the thing, you know, in the game, it's a lot of different players. It's not just a pimp. In the game, you got the pimps, you got the max, you got the hustlers, you got the, you know, dudes just whole hustling, you know. So it's a lot of different people that under the umbrella of the game, and they ain't all pimps.
Yeah, because you kept saying the game, so I'm
trying to
read between the lines.
It's a lot of different players in the game.
I'm trying to read between the lines of what you're saying now, because I done been seen a little bit in the game, so I'm like, okay.
Oh yeah? You done dabbled in the game?
I have not dabbled in the game. It was unintentionally.
So you unintentionally dabbled in the game?
Unintentionally dabbled in the game.
Okay.
Man, just say what it is.
I said what it is. I felt like it was pimping to me, but he said it's not.
That was in the game.
Yeah, everybody, she don't flip it on me.
Nah.
Yeah. Right, you putting them thoughts. Hey, but listen, I'm gonna be real with you though. Like, the Bay is known for pimping.
You know that
it is.
Well, so we say it all the time. Like you know, we got game out there. We feel like everybody else slow. Yeah. You know, some other cities probably say the same thing about us, but that's how we feel. We feel like we got the game. We originated the game, and you know, we got the best game.
Y'all just gonna keep calling the game, huh?
That's what we call it. That's what we call it.
But I'm gonna be real with you. Got to think about it. That's why, like, that's one thing that the Bay and Milwaukee kind of got in common. That's why, like, the first niggas that followed me, I just shout out to Sugar Free the Pimp, the nigga E40. All them niggas was tapping into my language because I get the same shit. Like, everybody say
Milwaukee, but I know some niggas from the Milwaukee. Same type of, like, y'all got their own swag.
Milwaukee like that.
Pimp Ken, that finna go interview next after us.
Oh yeah,
that nigga brought Pimps Up Hoes down to Milwaukee. He from Chicago, moved to Milwaukee, and like blew us up on the map. He done brought all that shit to Milwaukee. Like, niggas been on Free Snooki. He been gone, got a double life sentence behind that shit. Like, it's plenty of niggas. The Lacrosse brothers, like, it's history. The nigga Iceberg Slim, who wrote all the books that niggas was reading in the penitentiary. He lived in Milwaukee for 10 years. He's
okay, I didn't know he lived.
These like history facts. So it's like we come from that. So I was looking at a video, and we gonna get to that too.
Get into it.
Cause before we get this video, I just want to get to the upbringing. So you left California, and what year did you move to Vegas? Because I got some questions about Vegas that a lot of people want to know.
It was always, we like an hour from
back and forth.
It's like 9
Yeah,
hour
we
drive.
know they ain't that far.
So, I used to be going down to LA doing my thing, and from LA, a couple hour drive over to Vegas. So I was back and forth for a long time. And then when I really got to Vegas, I was still always back and forth.
Okay, so let me ask you this, though. Because most niggas like myself, bro, what is the culture like in Vegas outside of these things that I'm finna name? The Strip, casinos, the bunny ranches, the residencies for artists and shit, washed up rappers and singers. What is the culture like in Vegas?
Man,
outside of that, because we don't know. Like outside of, I don't know nothing about Vegas. I think of the Strip.
My friend act like it's dead in there.
Well, I think of Luxor Mall, the residencies, just the basic things that we hear. But I don't know about a corner store, a hood, nothing. Like,
well, I'm gonna tell you like this: I ain't from Vegas.
Okay.
And I don't gangbang, nothing like that. I know that shit go on out there. I'm a player, you know what I'm saying?
Player.
So when I'm in Vegas, that's what I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with the small community in the game of, the different participants.
That word again.
The different participants in the game, the
game.
strippers, the players, the hustlers. That was what it was. And most of the dudes that I know, they wasn't from Vegas. So Vegas is one of them places that people come from everywhere else. So, I was just in my small knit group doing our thing, but it ain't much in Vegas. I mean, you go past the Strip any one way, I mean, it really ain't shit. It look like shit too in a lot of them places. It's getting a little bit better now, but it's, regular suburbs and shit like that.
Man, okay, cool, bet. I got it. Dog, it's this video you made, dog. I don't think it was about a year ago, bro. You said that a motherfucker, a broad from McDonald's would get a doctor. You know what I'm saying? But it was something to that sense. Like, remember how you said, like, these women can get these type of niggas and they working in this aspect. And the reason why I want to speak on that video, because I feel strongly about how niggas changed the game. Like, niggas changed the game far as like this. It's so many rules that been bent to where, like, think about this, bro. In the history of life, I can't think of one rich, popular, known broad on earth that took a regular nigga and took him to the top. But I have seen Kanye pull up to the BET Awards and Amber Rose, and I never knew who she was until the end. I have seen Tiger take Blac Chyna out the strip club. I have seen Quavo pop up with Sweetie. The thing I be thinking is like niggas be putting these women in these positions to build them up for the next play. That's why I respect niggas like the nigga Blueface, because she got Krishan in a contract so cold, bro, where he makes so much. The same thing Stevie J really started to play with Jocelyn.
Yeah.
Because it's like niggas put these women in these positions to win, my nigga, and it'd be like, do you truly think, who do you blame for that though? Because I remember you spoke on it, but who do you blame for actually, not necessarily blame, but who's going to take accountability for women allowing to get things that they ain't doing for themselves, boss? Because you know damn well, bro, we can't be working at McDonald's, boss.
I can't
and catch no rich bitch.
I can't remember exactly what video you talking about, but that sounds like some shit I say. And I say like this, who do you blame? Shit, dudes got to blame themselves. And I ain't mad at it. Mm-hmm. If you such of a sucker that you finna boss this broad up who don't really like you, and you gonna put her on for the next man, shit, that's what you get. More power to her, because she worked you, right? We all supposed to be trying to finesse our way up into something. And if she seen somebody who was game goofy that she could come up off of, man, that's what she's supposed to do.
Facts.
I ain't mad at her.
Okay.
Shit, you the one who put her in position. That's your job to know better. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They ain't get no game coming up. Or they so lacking within themselves that, they feel so much value in a woman that a woman validates them that they got to do that. Rather, it's plenty of women out there that wasn't on that level that they could have got that would have rolled with them, but they chose the other one. So, I mean, you get what you get what you get.
So Game God, I like that. I like Goldie, but I like Game God. It just come off the tongue better. So why is this is what I don't get, my nigga. I swear to God. I watched this. You know, I did a lot of time in the penitentiary, so why do niggas not like what like them, boss? I don't know what it is about these niggas, my nigga.
It's programming. We all been programmed to be a trick.
What is that?
Look at every single TV show that we seen, every movie growing up. It's all about the dude chasing a woman. Pepe Le Pew, the cartoon, the skunk was chasing you know, all of these things. We're programmed to behave in that way. We're programmed to be tricks. So they're just running off of the program in society.
Why it's not like pursuing? Why I gotta be tricking?
You tell me what's the difference. What's your definition of tricking? We got to start there. You got to tell me the definition if I could tell you.
Ooh, he on point. I like this.
Definition of tricking.
Because I don't
my definition of tricking is having a guy that you already know, like you not feeling at all. Like you not feeling, you just know he a goofy ass nigga and gonna give you whatever you want. That's kind of a trick. Like I can ask him for whatever, he gonna give it to me. But if you have a guy like I'm feeling, I want to build with, and he want to put you in position, boom, that's not a trick. That's somebody
he's saying what's the definition of pursuing from the man's perspective?
Yeah. That's somebody pursuing.
But listen, if I'm pursuing, right, and I don't catch you, which means you running from me, right?
If you pursuing,
if I'm pursuing you, when does it become tricking? If
that means she didn't want you anyway. Okay, if you pursuing and she ain't catching it, she didn't want you. That's tricking.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's tricking. But if you pursuing and she catching what you dropping.
So what's the timeline? So what's the timeline between when I start pursuing and when she got started?
A female gonna know off fly.
Okay, so then you really not pursuing. You really presenting yourself and she's choosing.
A female gonna know off fly. Because a female gonna know a goofy ass nigga and be like, I can run him over.
So what I'm saying is this: what you was saying pursuing is what I would say is presenting yourself and you getting chose. Anything more than that, you tricking because now you're trying to convince her of something.
You need words getting chose.
Because listen, if I'm trying to convince you to deal with me by taking you out to dinner, buying you this, trying to show you this type of lifestyle, that's tricking. Because to me, the definition of tricking is this: giving a woman something in order for her to deal with you in a way where if you didn't give her this, she wouldn't have dealt with you. You're getting her attention or whatever.
That's your problem. You wanted to do that because didn't nobody ask you to do that. You could have took me to Starbucks or the bowling alley. We could have had a conversation, but you wanted to show off and show me.
And I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying to me that's tricking, right? Because if a woman like you, all you got to do is present who you are, and she's gonna deal with you. If I got to do some things, I'm really buying your attention. I'm really making you stay longer than you may not have if I didn't do these things. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. So that's when the line is crossed. That's definitely tricking.
That means she didn't like you.
That's all I'm saying.
Because you just said you got to stay longer than you wouldn't have.
Exactly. Dude bought you this back. You wasn't really on his line, but he said he was finna take you to Noble. You like, well, you know what? If he taking me there, if he taking me on a trip, if we finna go shopping, all right, I'm gonna deal with him. To me, that's tricking. And to me, ain't nothing wrong with tricking. If you a trick, but call it what it is and understand she only dealing with you because what you doing. And a lot of dudes actually trick themselves into believing this woman is actually dealing with them for them when they've been doing all this stuff. They in love with the lifestyle, not them.
They know on the inside. They know. Like, sir, I'm being nice to you because you're giving me some money.
Yeah.
I'm over here telling you everything that you want to hear because you giving me some money. If you stop giving me some money and you know them girls get them attitudes like.
Yeah. What was that?
You know that's tricky.
You know what?
She not
Hold on. I need him to stay on this subject because you got a video. I know you remember this one. The birthday thing. I'll buy you something on your birthday and my birthday tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
My birthday tomorrow.
Right.
And that goes right. Break that down. Break that right there.
All right, so reciprocation. I need that one right there. I'm big on reciprocation.
Okay, I'm big.
And I say all the time, like most women are selfish. Women have been raised to be selfish. Why does a woman feel like it's okay for a man to take her out to eat? And the next time they go out to eat, she doesn't feel like she needs to take him out and pay for the meal, right? And what I said in the video was this: if it was your birthday and I just got you something, or you just got me something today on my birthday, tomorrow was your birthday, and I didn't get you anything, would you feel some type of way?
Yeah, I would. Okay. As you should.
Okay. So why is it that women feel okay a man taking them out to eat back to back without reciprocating?
That's what they done been programmed to do or to act like.
But still, I hear what you're saying.
That don't justify it.
Listen to this though. So because of my program, I have no manners, right? Somebody does something. Who was raised better than that? Somebody does something for you, you're supposed to do something back. But because of my programming, I'm gonna throw character out the window. I'm gonna throw my morals out the window.
People use that as an excuse, but I'm big on reciprocation. Like I'm a trick on my men. You call it if y'all want to call it a trick, but I'm gonna do for mine. Like I'm gonna go all out.
But basically, though, outside of you, and that nigga was putting a mirror up to these bitches.
Yeah,
he's putting a mirror.
If it happened to the woman, they wouldn't be going for it. But they're accepting of doing it to somebody else. And I was just saying, man, women just have bad character. Because if I gotta tell you, hey, I just took you out to eat 3-4 times. You wanted to go to this place this time, and I gotta tell you gonna pay. You didn't actually feel like, man, he been doing this for me. I want to pay. You got bad character because you trying to take. What's the difference between somebody who's a parasite, right? What is a parasite? Somebody who takes and doesn't give. That's what most women are, and they're okay with that. I would never, as a man, whether it's with a dude, whether it's with a woman, ever feel okay with them giving me more than I give back. Because I got character. I was raised like that. Women don't have good character. They should. I don't feel like a woman should even feel okay with a man doing a whole bunch for them without them doing something back.
But definitely, it's a lot of women that's just seeing it in the media and just portraying off that because literally,
I mean, you're 100% right. It's being pushed by the media, but at the same time, that still doesn't negate the fact that women don't have good character if they being able to be influenced to have bad character by the media.
They easily influenced.
No, that's for sure.
They easily led to go a different way.
That's what's up. So speaking to my next point on that, so what do you feel? Because like, bro, I'm gonna be 100 with you, my nigga. If we just being all the way G, like, I feel like the dating scene is so fucked up right now, my nigga. It's like a transactional dating scene where it's basically feel like it's a transaction. Like with 90% of the women, it's like a transactional type of feel. Like, and like you say, like, I'm big on accountability. Like, end of the day, you can't blame social media for the reason why you missing your boat. Because sometimes, like with women too, like it be niggas that really genuinely like you. Like I got this analogy where I say, who hold more value? Because I know niggas in my city that got a bitch who got a whole bunch of money and the bitch bird feed them. And then here go this girl, she ain't got a lot, but she give you half of anything she got. I say, who hold more value? The girl who will give you half of anything hold more value because at the end of the day, my nigga, if you get her to where she needs to be, then she gonna give it all to you. But this bitch bird feeding you, she got all this money. It's the same thing with females. They fuck with niggas that got money and won't ask that nigga for shit. But they ask a nigga that ain't really got no paper for some money. They just want to be around Goldie because he that nigga right now. And I just don't understand the psychological of that. So what's your interpretation of that whole thing with the transaction and going after people that, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, honestly, to me, it is what it is. I live in, you know that listen. That nigga said it is what
I ain't got no rap for you.
You gonna give her the money?
I love that.
This how I feel. This how I feel. Like motherfuckers be on here, you know, trying to get on the mic. This is how it should be. This is how it should be. I don't give a fuck what everybody else doing. The bitches fucking with me gonna have to fuck with me on the type of time I'm on. And guess what? Because that's all I'm accepting. That's the only women I catch. So I ain't really tripping what everybody else going through. A woman come deal with me, it's gonna be on my program. And you know, since I ain't accepting nothing else, that's the only ones I find. Because if I ain't on that type of time, they not dealing with me anyway. So okay, boom, on to the next. I ain't looking for you, you ain't looking for me. I'm looking for the one who gonna be with this program. Like so these niggas out here and these women out here who transactional, you doing it because it's being accepted. And if a nigga gonna accept it, how I'm gonna be mad at the woman? And if a nigga gonna do it, how I'm gonna be mad at him? If you want a trick, that's your business. If you want a nigga who wanna pay for everything for you and you can find you a man to do that, more power to y'all both. You feel what I'm saying?
Hey man, the game God has been so. I see,
but you know what? Let me say one thing. You know, because maybe I can help somebody.
Right, I'm like
maybe I can help somebody. Though you know, let me not be selfish. Right, I would say this to women, right? Really think about what you're doing because at the end of the day, when you only dealing with a man who can do something for you, you really taking a lot of power out of yourself because now you living and dying by what this man can provide for you. And you may be slacking on your own business and handling your own business because this dude's supporting you. Now you're going to live and die by his decision. If this man go broke, if this man decide not to fuck with you, now you down on your ass because you've been looking for support for so long and wasn't working on your own shit. So you got to keep that in mind. And if I had a daughter, which I don't, I would tell her, I would rather tell my daughter, be self-sufficient than you could pick the man you want instead of the man that you need.
Ooh, Ooh,
right? Because
I seen that video.
Because at the end of the day, it's all about the quality of your life is going to be based on the quality of your relationship. So the relationship you have with your partner is going to be very important. So don't make it transactional. Make it something you feel good about. It's somebody you got the same morals and values with, somebody that you vibe with. You're going to have a better life than just fucking with somebody who got some money and you don't have all that. So, but if you got your own, then you could pick the dude that you want instead of the dude that you need.
And you ain't really got to deal with bullshit.
Yeah.
Like I'm the type of person I make my own money.
That's what I'm saying.
I definitely stay at home, but I make my own shit.
And
so
if
I want to get up and leave, if I'm tired,
that's why these women be fucking with these goofy ass dudes, like because he got some money though. You know what I'm saying? They kind of embarrass themselves, but they there for the money. Why would you want to deal with that when you could just deal with a dude that you really like and he's solid up and down and you really feeling him, but you can't because he ain't cashing out or he ain't there yet.
Yeah, you're right. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, my nigga, this is nigga in our city, Steve the Stoner and shit. He be dancing and shit, doing this thing, going viral. And the bitch was like, I never fuck with a nigga like you. He was like, oh, you won't fuck on the dancing nigga, but you'll fuck on the rat. You'll fuck on the police nigga. So a lot of these bitches like, because to be real with you, my nigga, if females was to say more, speak up more, these niggas won't be. Listen, I come from an era, I don't know what these niggas do. These new niggas impressing niggas. I come from everything I ever did was for a woman. So when I'm trying to, everything I put on my clothes, I get fly, I go to the club, it's all for a bitch. So it's like in my mind that if I'm doing this to impress the woman, I really don't give a fuck about what the nigga think. These niggas so caught up in what other niggas think. And I feel like if more females was just saying like, ugh, nigga, don't wear that type of shit or don't put this on, because I value a woman opinion more than a nigga. If a woman I like tell me some shit, like, babe, you kind of need to hit the gym or that orange that ain't hitting.
I'm so blunt.
Or this ain't.
I don't like that.
It's like it sting a little more because if a nigga tell you that, he basically hates. So my thing is too, bro. So I want to get back to you because you said you deal with the ones that fuck with you. Have you ever been in a situation where she agreed to the program and then came in, he would try to change the program, or said I wasn't with the program?
I mean, they all gonna try to change the program. It's in a woman's nature. She gonna see if you really who you say you are. She gonna test you, but I'm gonna pass the test every time.
Yeah, so
I tell a woman, I'm gonna show up to be every bit of man I told you I was when we met, even at the expense of dissolving this relationship. So of course they gonna try you. But, when they try, you just got to show up. And from there, I tell women like this is what it is. But at any time, you're not okay with this anymore, you're free to leave. I'm not going to change.
No shackles, no change.
Yeah. And guess what? I may change one day, but I'm not going to change on your time. Right? So don't expect me to change. Expect me to be this. And if you no longer okay with that, that's fine. And we can part ways.
So my question to you is, do you believe that every man has changed for that right woman?
Change as in, what do you mean? Just be a one-woman man?
No, just change some of his ways or some things that like this girl couldn't. These last 3 girlfriends couldn't get you to consider, but this woman actually, because they always say it's always one woman that a man to change for. I don't know.
I feel like everybody get a different you anyway.
No, but I'm saying
or bring out a different.
I was just saying, what is your thought on that concept?
My thought on that is, that's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? No, let me tell you something. Let me tell you why I think that's some bullshit, right? Because what type of man are you to change for anybody but the reasons that you have for yourself inside yourself? If I'm changing who I am for any other reason than what I believe inside, I'm doing myself a disservice.
Well, what if you're elevating? What if it's not change? I mean, change is elevation.
What he said was change.
So
yeah, I said change.
To elevate, you have to change.
Yeah, but I'm going to change for my own reasons that I came up with in my head. If I'm changing because she wants me to change because what she said, then that's not something internally that I'm okay with. Otherwise, I'd have made that change without her. So now I'm living my life based on somebody who may not even be here and statistically won't even be here that long. So then I changed for her. She no longer here. Who am I? I'm only going to change for myself.
This nigga, the game, God in the building. I listen.
If love yourself was a person.
Boy.
Listen, that's all I preach.
It would be golden.
Listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Yourself was a person.
That's what I preach. It's all about self-love. Because even for a woman, all the game that I say is applicable to men and women. I'm just saying it to men because a lot of women already got this shit down. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about self-love. I love myself so much to put myself in a position where I'm disrespected. I love myself so much to change who I am. I already like myself like this. So I'm only looking for somebody who likes me as much as I like myself. I'm not changing for you. You not mine, right? I'm looking for who looking for me. I'm looking for who likes me. And if you like who I am as much as I like who I am, then we a match made in heaven. And if you don't, I'm gonna keep looking for the one who do. I'm self-sufficient. I love myself so much. I don't gotta be with nobody. I don't gotta compromise to be with somebody because I'm okay with myself by myself because I love myself. So if you get some self-love, you ain't gonna be going for nothing.
No, definitely. I feel
And
like
then
more
when you
people should
have
think
self-love,
like
because so many people are so lacking, they're always looking externally to fulfill something inside. When they find somebody who has self-love, everybody's attracted to that person because it's something that they missing that they want out that person.
Wallow, y'all got a problem, man. This is $1 million worth of game. I can't wait for my boy to see this. You on your way, boss. I ain't gonna lie. This was a good connection because I definitely got an impactful type of thing going on, man, where I look at shit like, damn, this nigga speaking that. And I like it because it's like, to me, it's like, bro, you got people right now that's older than me and you, younger than us. A lot of motherfuckers struggling from identity crisis.
Yeah.
People don't really know who they are.
Oh, that's a fact.
And the key thing when you broke down is like, why the fuck would I change for you? You disappeared now. Who am I? And it's kind of like you got a lot of people that like they suffer from that. And it seemed like your perspective. So let's get to this, bro. You don't got to speak on them if you want to, because like end of the day, nobody's perfect. But nigga, what was some of the mishaps, nigga, you went through to become this? Because you nigga had to fail a couple times. You had to go through something. Nigga, I've been through that heartbreak, going to prison.
Right? Did you get your heart broken?
Like shit, I've been my heart been broken a few times. But I'm just saying the way. Now, don't let cut you off. The way you polish now at this point is somebody probably watching and listening that's probably was at where you used to be in a mental state of mind and didn't know how to break out of it. And you might say something, it might trigger them like, damn, because you know a lot of people relating to you anyway on every different type of level, but it had to be a point to where you wasn't all the way at this mindset, because your perspective is very interesting, because at the end of the day, you teaching in this moment, even me, I'm listening like, damn, this nigga basically saying, what works for them, works for them. I'm doing what works for me. I have my own program, my own module.
Because in the lifestyle that I lived, I already lived in a bubble. I already curated an environment, and this was before now. So the things that I was doing was looked down upon from everybody, and I was okay with that. But I was in my own community and then in my own household, living a certain way that none of these women's parents, friends, nothing agreed with. Nobody in my family agreed really with what I was doing except the participants. So I always understood that, man, you live in your own bubble. And as long as you got enough people around you, if you could convince one person you're a God, man, then you a God. You could convince one person to anything, you're that. So if you can curate your environment and the people around you to see you a certain way, then that's what it is. That's why I'm so big on only finding people who see the value in you. Because if you're dealing with people who don't see the value in you, if you letting people every single day treat you like something you're not, you're going to start to forget to who you are. And I say it all the time, and this is my mentor, Boss Hogg. Shout out Boss Hogg. He used to tell me all the time, if you let her treat you like you Clark Kent, you're going to forget that you Superman. So you can never let a woman start to teach you or treat you less than you feel like you deserve, because subconsciously you're going to start to feel less than and then act less than. That's why you got to move from your city if you want to be something different, because people going to keep trying to treat you how you used to be instead of who you're trying to be. So it's easier to just go and be somebody different and people just accept that than let somebody keep dealing with you like this way, because it's already a struggle to change. And if somebody keeps on trying to treat you like this, you'll never get to be who you're supposed to be. But anyway, going back, you said the things.
I always say go where you celebrate it, not tolerate it.
Exactly. But it's a subconscious reason for that that's deeper than people know. People treating you a certain way, and you're gonna start to believe you that. There's no way you could get around it. So they really keeping you stuck.
I don't even like going back to my hometown.
It's like that. But yeah, man, I done went through a lot. Like I said, I was living in Vegas for a decade in polygamous relationships. Man, I'd have a whole household of 4-5 women. The next year might be a new group of 4-5 women. So most people in their life, they have 5-6 serious relationships in their whole life. I've had 5-6 every year for a decade. So I've really got to know women on a level that most people don't. And a lot of people say, oh, you don't like women. That's far from the case. I love my mom. I love my aunt. I love, my sister. I just see women for who they really are. And that's just like us. Just as foul, just as freaky, just as nasty, just as manipulative as us. And most people put them on this pedestal and think they're these godly, delicate creatures. And that's the farthest thing from the truth. So I'm just speaking to them and about them as who they really are, not who the world and society and movies has tricked these dudes into thinking that they are.
So I think a lot of us are wonderful.
No, I'm saying. What would you?
I'm not saying y'all not wonderful.
Because I can hear some of the comments now. What would you say to those who say, "No, nigga, them was the women you dealt with. Them was the bitches you deal
That's
with.
who you attract.
Don't put us in a bubble because you always hear both sides of the coin where people like.
But I didn't say anything wrong. I said they just like men.
Okay.
There's some good, there's some bad, but they're not these benevolent creatures who don't lie, who don't
five,
do this,
6 women a year in a relationship. That's a lot of experience.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I'd have had a lot of experiences with women leaving, with women lying, with women doing this. So I've seen everything that a woman could do. So, and when you go through some shit, it's some shit that you'll never tolerate again. When you see little things, okay, I had a woman one time and she was a little sneaky and she was lied like this. And I seen what happened a year later. So now when I see them type of characteristics, I'm so hard and stern on it because I've seen this story a million times play out.
Okay, they understand the video that you said, no one has not one soulmate. I already don't think that way anyway. Not one person has just one soulmate that they fuck with. So that's kind of where you came with the polygamy, with the game, everything that you do now.
No. I mean,
so you think there's one soulmate for somebody?
No, I don't. But that's not where I came. That's not the mindset of where I came from. I actually saw a study on that, and it was like because if you would say a soulmate, you would say a highly compatible person, right? And they did a study on it, and it was like every human being has like 25,000 highly compatible people, in the world. So it's like over here holding on to one that ain't good for you. You got 25,000 out here. I'm sure you can find the other one.
Ooh.
There's 17 trillion people in the world. That's what I heard. There's somebody out there for you.
So you had a video. Do you remember that one video you made where you said niggas be kind of mad because they expect a woman to know something that she don't know?
Oh man,
that you ain't taught her. That was one of my videos, bro.
These niggas do that shit all the time.
Because it triggered something from some street shit where one of my people.
Hold on, repeat that because I gotta hear. I want to make sure I heard it right.
You can't expect a woman to know things. You gotta tell her.
Yeah,
a lot of
man.
niggas be
because
a lot of niggas be thinking they know. Like this is a good example. One of my people and shit.
And a lot of women be eager to learn.
One of my people and shit was in the streets and he was fucking with a green bitch. He never told her about if the police come to this house or if this happened, this what you supposed to do. And he ended up getting
just expected her to have street smarts.
Nigga ended up getting pulled over. He get pulled over. He got like 50, 60,000 on. So in our city, when you get cash in a pullover, they trying to go to your house to find where any drugs and shit at. Mm-hmm. So he ain't tell her nothing about nothing. So they come to her house. She let them in. Like they find everything. He keep her a drug. This nigga been gone for 10 years.
Oh God.
Behind this and not telling. He kept blaming his girl for years. I tell him like, bro, you ain't never sit her down and told her nothing. She don't supposed to know nothing that she was never told. And I like that, dog. So
man,
like, where did that come from?
I'm going to tell you, it come from the game. Because one, common sense ain't common, right? In the game, it's the same situation, right? You learn. You got to let her know off the dribble what it is, what it come with, and let her accept it or not. And you got to give her instructions. When you send her out the door, you got to give her instructions on what to do, what not to do, how to handle certain situations. Thanks. Otherwise, that's going to come back on you and you might go to prison. You know what I'm saying? So I'm heavy from the lessons of the game of you got to instruct your woman. Instruction is everything. You have to tell her and leave no stone unturned when you giving her the game so she's fully equipped to go out in that world and handle your business, right? So I just transition that to regular life. You got to tell your woman everything because she ain't never been with you before. You don't know what the next man valued. You didn't know the next man's rules. When she get with you, she got to learn you for you and how you like things, how you do things, and situations like that. So dudes out here, oh, she did this. You don't even know if she really knew what she was doing. So we're not gonna have no confusion. We're going to have some misunderstandings until we get an understanding. But once we have an understanding, we're not going to have no more misunderstandings. I'm going to let you know what I do like, what I don't like, what's okay when we go outside, how I expect you to act, how I expect you to dress, how I expect you to speak. When another man come and approach you when we out, I tell my woman how I want her to respond. Rather she do something out of pocket and you be like, why you do that? Well, did you tell her how to respond in a situation like that? She might not have been with nobody like you. But so what I'm saying is you getting mad at her for doing things that you never told her. Now, if you tell her, now she don't do it. Okay, now it's an issue. But don't just get mad at her if you never told her.
Wow. Hey, that's deep.
That's because, dudes out here be like, oh, we went out and some dude was trying to talk to her and she, but did you tell her how to, when something like that happens in public, what she's supposed to do? Nah, but she should know better. Why should she know better? She ain't never been with you. She probably was dealing with some sucker who let her do whatever. You got to let her know she with somebody else now.
Seems like you got a gentle approach.
I'm a very gentle man.
Hey,
Because when you have order and you have rules, they don't need to not be gentle. Only time motherfuckers argue when y'all not on the same page because y'all don't have a list of things and values of how you move. Yeah, and there's gonna be a lot of confusion, a lot of yelling and arguing. I don't gotta argue because this is what it is. You either accept it or you don't. If you accept it, then we ain't having no problems.
so 2 things, Goldie. You have a you got a no tolerance policy, and do you got a forgiveness policy?
I got a zero tolerance policy.
But what about forgiveness?
I don't believe in forgiveness because to me, what forgiveness is forgetting. Because how can I forgive you if I don't forgive? And I don't ever want to forget some shit that you did because that's how you go. That's how you go in circles.
So it's a one and done. I thought you got to teach her. I thought you got to be patient. If she didn't know,
listen. I told you,
it's real shit though.
I do have to teach her. But once I tell you where the boundaries are, if you cross it, you did that intentionally.
So
now, if you do something,
you do is sit down and say, "Hey, this is what I like. This is what I don't."
I'm big on communication with my woman about everything, about every little thing. And guess what? We're not going to get to everything because there's some situations we can't account for. But guess what? When it happens and I talk to you about it and I tell you what I expect out of it next time, I expect you to understand it. Or you can tell me, man, fuck you. And I'll be like, bet.
Oh, but that ain't forgiveness though. If you tell her like, okay, next time you do
No. It's not forgiveness because I didn't tell her from the jump that I didn't like that.
Okay.
If she does something I don't like, but I never told her I didn't like it, she didn't do it intentionally. Okay. So therefore, that's not forgiveness. Okay, you did something I don't like. You didn't know I didn't like that. Now you know what a line is. But if you do it again, now it's a problem because you know you shouldn't do it.
Damn, that's deep.
My thing is this. I mean, what I'm gonna forgive a motherfucker for? If I tell you not to do something, you do it. You did it because you wanted to do it, right?
Yeah.
So you don't respect me. Because if a motherfucker tell me not, if you say, "Hey man, take your shoes off when you come in here," I got you. Now next time I do it, yeah, it's because I pretty much said fuck you. And bitch say fuck me, bitch fuck you, and get up out of here.
Well, what if she be like?
Like,
oh yeah,
I'm used to going in the house with the shoes
so
on.
Ladies that's listening, y'all gotta
hold on. I got something for that, right? She said, okay, maybe I forgot. 2 things with that, and that's how I always used to play it in my household.
Okay.
A woman will play games and act like she forgot something or my bad, right? And she's really just playing the game. So it's either 2 things. Either you lying to me, you did remember, you just didn't want to do it, or you're incompetent. And either way, I don't want to fuck with a dumb broad who can't remember simple shit I tell you. Either way, I'm a sharp dude. You obviously ain't sharp and can't fuck with me. So incompetence or just straight lying to me and disrespecting and acting like you forgot, which most women do. Either way, I'm gonna treat it the same because it's the same to me.
You can't slip up, man.
Nah, you can't. You can't.
She can't have 1,000,001 things and be like.
I mean, of course, it ain't gonna be something as small as that, but the gist is the same. Because women like to play them games. She'll do something that you done told her not to do 10 times. And you know what it really means? It really means I don't respect you enough to stop. If somebody told you, listen, if you come in my house again with your shoes on, I'm gonna slap the shit out you. I guarantee you gonna think about it twice, which means you don't respect me enough to remember. So it's respect. If the president of the United States, if motherfucking Drake, if motherfucking Putin said take your shoes off, I bet you that bitch would remember. But why you not remembering it with me? Because you don't respect me enough.
Thanks.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's the principle. You'd have remembered if it was somebody more important. You just don't respect me, and I take it as disrespect that you doing something that you didn't take the time in your mind to say he don't like something. I ain't gonna do it because I got women who ain't never gonna slip up because they respect me that much. They gonna say I like this man so much the way most women might like Drake. Whatever he say, she gonna remember it. I'm only dealing with a woman who values me so much that she gonna remember the shit that I don't like. Because guess what? You start letting little shit slide, I'm telling you where it's headed.
It's gonna go further.
Yeah, you know, every woman I've ever had that when shit got out of hand, it was little shit that went out of hand that I overlooked. So now I don't let little shit get over it. Yeah, little shit turn into big shit. I'm telling you, everybody shows who they are, and it's just gonna get progressively worse. People don't get better.
Girl, you know I like lemon in my water. Where my lemon at?
What?
Let me stop.
You know what though? I can't even lie to him. That nigga got a point because right now, like I got a tattoo on my arm and says excuses only satisfy those who make them. Meaning that if I make the excuse, it only satisfy me. And it's not satisfying the person that I gave the excuse to. So sometimes people be okay with, like he say, either you incompetent or you just try to lie to get out of something.
What I did learn was accountability in my situation.
Yeah, because
that's big. I'm big on accountability.
It's different for females because females are so used to not taking accountability.
Because ain't nobody gonna address it. They let shit slide.
Being in my situation showed me the worst of me. Like what I don't do for myself. Like he He made sure he pointed all that shit out, and I'm like,
That's a
damn,
beautiful
like,
thing.
I really am like that.
This
Even though it's a bad situation, what I learned from that situation was a lot about me.
You know what I used to say in my household all the time? I could accept a mistake, but I can't accept an excuse. Because we can correct a mistake, but when you making excuses, we can't accept shit because you don't feel like you did anything wrong. Because you got all these excuses about it. Nothing in my household gonna piss me off more than an excuse ass bitch. Don't give me no excuse. Say I did it, I messed up, I'll correct it. But if you giving me an excuse, that just means you're gonna do it again because you haven't even taken accountability that you did something wrong. And in your mind, you still convincing yourself that you didn't do anything wrong. That's why you got the excuse. Don't give me no excuses. I'll accept the mistake and then we could correct it.
Man, shout out to big folks, man. You sent me a cold nigga. This nigga right here is the truth.
And women like that, not all women accept responsibility like that. And I'm big on that. If a woman can't accept constructive criticism, she ain't never gonna grow. Man, and you sound like you the type of woman who was accepting, you know, what he was saying.
Yeah, I accept criticism.
I don't know, you ain't sound really sure.
Nah, I really do. I accept criticism pretty well because I'm a type of person, I'm teachable. And I like to learn.
Those are big characteristics right there.
I might as well tell him the truth. What?
Yeah. Tell him what you was under.
Oh, how I used to be with a pimp, and I didn't know it was a pimp.
Yeah, she was under instructions before. That's why she.
I feel like I definitely was. I feel like I was a bottom bitch in training. That's what it gave.
Yeah, she was under instructions before. That's why she be like that.
Saying it like that, but
yeah. Not just if you wondering why she.
So before I came to Atlanta, that definitely was my situation, and I kind of just ran away.
Oh, you just ran off on me, huh?
I just ran off. So it taught me a lot about myself, though.
I mean, that's a beautiful situation to have somebody around you to point out your blind spots. You know?
How accountable I am now, how less people pleasing I am.
Like, so what's your thing in 2024, the climax of the world and the internet, as far as do you believe in public or private relationship? Do you believe in building in private until y'all feel firm and ready, or you just feel like shit, I'll pop out whenever I want to, it don't matter? Like, what's your whole idea that
I feel like people should do however they feel comfortable doing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so far as you're public or you're private nigga?
Right, because your page stays single on the slick low. So in a sense,
his page says single.
Your page just seem like you single. How? I'm not saying that you are.
How can you determine?
It's funny. A lot of women say that.
They be looking like it gives single. Like it's just
women. You know why women say that? Because they wouldn't believe. Oh, ain't no woman fucking with him talking like that. Truth be told, I got.
You know what? Listen, the female point of view.
But listen,
people gonna be like,
what they don't really understand
is give relationship advice.
You know how many women be in my DM like, when can I take you out to eat? Because they already coming correct because of my content. That. You know what I'm saying? So it actually served me, but for me, it's like this.
That. You seem toxic. You attractive.
Nah, I ain't toxic.
I said seem. I didn't say you was.
Tell me, what about me seem toxic?
Look,
what about me seem? What about me?
I didn't say you was.
Break it down.
You gotta tell me what about me. What about me specifically?
I don't know. You don't give no lame. It's just your aura, your energy. You don't give no lame dude that a female can run over. So if a female feel like a dude that you can run over?
No, I said what's wrong with a dude that you can't.
No, that's a good thing because
you said toxic.
That give like the chase, like a female slick kind of like that. Like, okay, I don't feel like I can get him as easily. So if I get him, it's like
you had a video about that.
Like I did that. So in a sense, they want to try it. They want to see what it's like.
Yeah,
and they might get with you and be like, "Girl, bitch, I can't do that." I can't do it.
Hey, but listen, and I say it all the time. You might have seen my video. I only fuck with stand-up, stomp down, strong women. If a woman can't deal with me, then that's not a woman that I can deal with because I'm on a mission. And I got to have a boss-ass bitch to fuck with me. And you can't be weak. So if you can't stand up to this shit, to me, you weak. I ain't never respected weakness in no broad of mine. I hate that weak-ass, crybaby-ass shit. You can go somewhere with that. It's a nigga who gonna go for it. But I understand if a woman acting like that, she's not mentally mature enough to really grow to the places I'm trying to go to. I need a partner. I don't need somebody that I got to hold their hand and babysit them. I'm looking for a partner. Most of these niggas is looking for somebody they babysit.
But in a sense, what if you got these females now? Because a lot of females now is real boss stuff. Like, they like, in a sense, they be like, I don't need no nigga. Like, because I make my own money.
Yeah.
I do my own shit. What you going to teach me that I ain't taught myself right now?
So much. Just because you making some money don't mean anything.
I mean, That too. That it doesn't mean that.
Doesn't
But
mean
I'm saying, like, you have those females that be like, I don't need a nigga because I can do.
But guess what?
myself.
They don't need a nigga based on the niggas they done met. They ain't met me before. They ain't heard the information that I'm gonna be coming with. That's way more valuable. That's way more valuable than money.
Met Goldie.
You know, the things that I'm gonna tell her and teach her about life and about herself and about her character and the accountability that I'm gonna bring her gonna make her a better person. Fuck the money.
Nice. Nobody want to face themselves.
The way I'm gonna push her and see the potential in her that she don't see and see the areas she's slacking and help her and assist her in my expertise areas. Come on, you can't buy that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but they out here giving bitches game for free.
But guess what though? They ain't dealing with no dudes who bringing that to the table. So they like fucking nigga based on your experience. I feel where she coming from.
Cause
but she ain't met me yet though.
You got men that are scared to do that because they get a female. I ain't gonna say like me or like. You know, that they feel like they ain't never had before. They ain't trying to lose her. So they trying to be that sim. They trying to be that person like, look, I'm here for you. I want to.
Yeah, that's how
they don't come like that.
Yeah. Hey, more for me, you know, because I'm a unique out here. So when the broad see me, you know, it's different.
You want to be the six in my relationship.
and listen, like I said, he got a video like that where he talking about how niggas make it too easy for a female to get
no requirements.
No requirements, no nothing.
Long as she just come as she is. You ain't got no requirements. She ain't got to jump through no hoops. You don't value something you don't work for. That's why I don't do free shit. Because a nigga don't never do shit when it's free. When you pay for it, you value it. But you not making a woman pay for the relationship. As long as she just come. On time or not, you fucking with her.
Yeah.
Nah, ain't no requirements, ain't no nothing. Nah, you got to have requirements.
It's a requirement. So what's your requirements?
Oh, so many. Shit, we'll be on here all day. Nah, I mean, like I said, we're
gonna do like little three basics.
Number one.
Okay.
Number one on the list of importance to me, a woman got to be head over heels, love my dirty drawers. You know, number one, she got to like me heavy. You know what I'm saying? Right, I got to be like, in most women's eyes, Drake, Chris Brown, she got to look at me like that. That's number one. After that, she got to be cooperative. She got to be useful. She got to be teachable, right? And then, you know, other little nuances after that. But those are pretty much the main things. You got to like me a lot. You got to be useful. You got to have accountability. You got to be teachable. You know, and we can start from there.
I want to get to a point to that video about making it easy, right? So, like, I'm going to tell you some real shit that be going on, right, with that, right? It's females out here. And like I say, this go back to the sucker type of niggas, right? The tricks and the niggas.
Okay.
It's females out here that'll make this nigga work overtime.
Yeah.
And this nigga over here got it easy. He ain't even putting in a part-time shift. So it's like some niggas be feeling played when they find out like.
Because they see more value in that man.
Because
there it is.
Because some chicks like a treat one dude and then another dude got to do the bare minimum.
Oh, you know, I'm gonna say because
so
they see
like,
more value in that man. They be like,
I'm gonna be real.
I don't have to do nothing for
the
him.
Only mistake I ever made, right, young dealing with women was like, and I stopped doing this probably like 18, 19. Like where I'm from in the culture, the pool of women I deal with, you can't really be nice to them.
Okay.
They don't respect that shit, boss. And every time I ever went aggressive and got on the motherfucker ass from niggas and bitches, everybody like respected and they cool. And I used to be mad, like, how the fuck
I gotta come at you like this?
I'm only
can't
getting,
be nice to people.
I'm only getting my point across and getting people respect shit when I'm aggressive. But when I'm cool and trying to be a P, you want to play with me.
Yeah. I don't know, as a female.
And then so it's like that shit drove me into domestic, all kind of crazy shit.
As a female, I don't have to be mean. Like I be real. You catch more bees with honey.
You do. You catch more bees with honey for sure. I agree with that. But you know, and it works better for women. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can't stand when these women be having these attitudes and they be like, who do you think that's attractive to?
I don't argue. I don't yell.
But hold on, what you gonna say?
You were saying like she's doing more. She's making this dude do a lot. She's making this other dude do a lot, and the dude feel played. Well, but are you feeling played by her, or did you play yourself?
Yeah, you played yourself for real.
You know what I'm saying? And
because I watched that. I watched certain like I'm gonna put it like this. My word is embarrassing, right? I done seen it on different levels, so I didn't watch this. And I'm gonna be real with you. This is the reason why I like hoes. People think I like hoes because they easy. No, I like hoes because they honest. Every bitch I didn't fuck with that was a hoe type bitch, she was an honest bitch, and she kept it real. Like I remember pulling up because we got a car club in my city, 550 boys, all us got Benzes. So I remember I picked her up, I pulled up, we hopped out the little meeting spot. When we got back in the car, she was like, just use Goldie for fun. Hey, how you know Goldie? I saw that's my guy. He's part of our little car club and shit. Well, I just want you to know I fucked with him a couple times.
Real woman right there.
Oh,
Dude was on some, you know.
But I feel like
right.
I've been around females like that all my life. So
she said that. Now fast forward, this other bitch I'm fucking with, she's swearing up and down. And I don't like when people volunteer information ain't true. The bitch basically telling me like, I don't fuck with none of these niggas, that. And then when when I have her meet me somewhere and I'm around all the guys, look, check it out. I have her meet me somewhere and I'm around all the guys. The bitch like, why you have me come over here? Woo, woo. The whole time, it's like 2 niggas out this circle of 10 that I fuck with. She already fuck with.
Because she want to hold face value.
No. This the beginning stage. This
she
ain't my bitch or no shit
value.
like that. But it's
she
like,
don't want you to think that she
I always bring a bitch around the guys because I fuck with a lot of niggas that fuck with a lot of bitches. So I be want to know what type of bitch these hoes is because they lie too much. So that's why I like hoes because the whole bitch told me flat out, I fucked him. I just want you to know for he tried to jack on my name, woo woo. And for some psychological reason, that shit stimulate me and turn me on. I like the bitch even more because I'm used to bitches acting fake sadiddy and fake boss like they just. Yeah. Bitch, I don't care. Listen, only niggas that care about a bitch body count is a nigga that wasn't in the count.
That's because females,
you know what I'm saying?
Females don't be proud of who they really are. When you embody and you love yourself and you not worried about what a motherfucker think, I don't have no problem telling a nigga, hey, I used to fuck with him. I just want to tell you. I want to
not to speed it up. I want to get into the success. You've been doing this for like a little over a year, right? What's some of the things that? What's one of the craziest things that the female ever DM'd you since you've been popping on the internet that you could just remember, but brain like, why the fuck was she? Just some crazy shit.
I mean, shit, I don't get too many crazy messages from women, to be honest. And I really couldn't tell you. Ain't nothing sticking out in my mind. You know, there's a lot of bitches be on my line, you know, and be trying to do some shit for me.
Oh, okay, that type. Yeah, that's definitely positive.
They be saying some crazy shit in the comments though, you know.
It's the craziest shit a bitch ever did to me. White bitch in Cali.
Oh, I seen it.
Oh yeah, I done got some shit like that.
She DM'd me, put my whole like.
Oh, that's your name.
Wait a minute, what?
That's 2 real 414.
Let me see.
Oh yeah, that's some crazy shit right there.
She put my whole name on her. Whole name.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit right there.
I'm like, I had another chick. She ain't have an Instagram. She made a whole page just to find me. Like this shit crazy. That's what I'm talking about. Like these. And I'm thinking like this is that level of success where you just like you right here, you ain't even way up there. And I'm like, so I can imagine. Yeah. So it's like dealing with now you got something else that you do. I don't know if you ever been a personal trainer?
Yeah.
So let's get to this nutrition stuff, right? You was a nutrition coach. What city and state was you doing that in?
Atlanta.
You was doing that in Atlanta.
I do that in Miami. I do it online.
You do it online, right?
Yeah, because it's like I say all the time, like people come to me, I got the game courses, I got the game console course and shit like that. But I'm doing you a disservice. I'm being disingenuous if I'm trying to tell you some fly shit to say, but you're not saying that out of the mouth of the man that I am. So what I want to do with dudes is let's get to the foundation right. Because you could say all the same shit that I'm saying. You could talk the talk, but if you ain't walking the walk, the shit is gonna fall on deaf ears, or she gonna find out anyway. I'm not really into telling dudes shit to trick a woman because that's only gonna work for a time. So you want to do some magic trick sensation fly shit, but you're not really that man that make it work. Mm-hmm. So I'm not giving them the real. The real is I became a certain type of individual that now when I say the shit, it holds weight. So instead of me just telling you what to say, let me get you all the way right from the foundation. Let's get your body right. Let's get your health right. Let's get your habits right. Let's get your discipline right, your mental clarity right. Then you could be a man that you respect when you look in the mirror, and that woman gonna respect you and what's coming out your mouth, right? You can't expect a woman to respect you when you ain't got no discipline. You look like shit. You drink. You smoke. You doing all this bullshit, right? But you want her to respect you. She watching what you doing every day. She watching you play them video games every day. She see you saying you gonna do something and don't do it. She see you say you was gonna go to the gym and you fell off. She see you starting a business and stopping because you ain't got no consistency and no discipline. Let's get you right. Then when you dealing with a woman, she gonna give you the respect you deserve because you really are the right type of man. So that's why I start with my program. You know, we gonna get your body right, you gonna get your mind right, and we gonna do it through fitness. You gonna look better, you gonna feel better, you gonna have that mental clarity, and you're gonna be a solid individual that you proud of first, and then you're gonna walk around with your chest out. And when you say what I'm telling you to say, it's gonna work because you really feel like that.
So with your courses and stuff, for y'all that don't know, you can click on your bio on Instagram. It's a Young Goldie _, right?
on Instagram. Yeah, Young Goldie _ on Instagram, GoldieRatio.com.
GoldieRatio.com. You click on the link. So with these courses online that you do, right? You basically and I like how you broke it down, but what's some of the like because you said nutrition, because my thing was
macros. So a lot of people they trying to lose weight or they trying to look better. And they ain't never really been taught how to eat. You'll think, okay, well, I'm going to eat better. I'm going to cut out this. I'm going to cut out that. I'm going to eat some salads. Not really understanding. If you don't know your macros, which are fats, proteins, and carbs, in a certain amount that every individual, depending on your height, depending on your weight, depending on your goals and your activity, what you should be eating in this set of 3 things every day, it don't matter. You can eat salads all day. You're still not going to lose the weight. You're not going to build the muscle because you could still be going over what you should have. So in my program, we do measurements and we get you and I dial in perfect macros for you, your body type, and your goals. So you will drop the fat, you will gain the muscle, and you learn how to eat. It's something you should have been taught in kindergarten, how to eat. We don't even know how we eating. Most people will eat a bag of chips or 2 bags of chips and not understand. If you was in my program and you turned that label around and you saw the macros, that's enough macros for 2 days. And people wonder why they got brain fog, why they confused, because you don't have the mental clarity because your body is trying to digest all of this bullshit all day long. So it never gives time to give you that mental clarity you need. So when people get on my program, they not only start looking better, they start feeling better and having that more mental clarity that you get. It's all about eating right.
So on top of your workout plan, you get a nutrition as well.
Yeah, of course. I mean, because nutrition is 80% of it. That's why you see people who've been going to the gym for 2-3 years. They damn near look the same. Because if you're not eating right, if you going to the gym, you breaking down your muscles. You can only build those muscles back with the right material, which is amino acids from protein. Most people, the American Heart Association says every person should have 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Most people ain't getting that. You need that just to be healthy, not to mention you going to the gym. So you breaking down your muscles, you ain't giving what it needs to build back. So you really just wasting your time. Not to mention, when you eat protein, you're more satiated. You think that you want to eat more food. No, your body just needs these amino acids and protein. So you're still craving. But if you ate more protein, you wouldn't be eating as much. So it's a lot of things that I just teach people that's, good for life, period. You teach your kids, teach your girl, teach yourself.
Damn, that's dope. Because I be telling people like, working out to me is the easy part.
I think
that's why
I had a trainer for like 4 months.
Everybody wants to work out, but they don't want it because it's easy to work out. You got to think to do your macros. You got to restrain and refrain what you put in your mouth when you're doing your macros. Right. So everybody rather go to the gym, not understanding that's 20% of it.
Yeah, the dieting that's the most hardest part.
I had to cut that out. I was like, look, friend, I'm gonna call you back when I get my eating.
So what you think about these? So what is your thing on these? Because these detoxes, because they say that the average person got 5 to 20 pounds of waste.
You know what I'm saying? Check this out.
Tell them, please.
Everybody wants a shortcut. You could just get some macros or get the right diet, and you'll slowly lose 2.5 pounds a week. In a month, that's 10 pounds. 2 months, that's 20 pounds. But you're looking for a quick fix. You do a detox, okay, whatever you get out your body, most of the time it's going to be water weight, whether it's that or fast. Most of that's water weight you're going to gain back. And if you didn't develop the habits through slowly losing the weight, you're going to gain it all back anyway because you didn't develop the habits of eating better. You get what I'm saying? Not to mention, you might fuck around and fuck your metabolism up. That's why in my program, I don't bring somebody down hella fast because it's going to fuck your metabolism up doing that. So you lose weight hella fast. You don't understand. You messing up how your metabolism works and all these things. And it's going to be harder to lose more weight because you're going to hit a wall and you're going to damn near have to starve yourself to keep going. It's a certain way you got to do stuff, but don't nobody want to take the time to do nothing.
I feel like females nowadays don't even want to work out. Like they just like, let me go to the doctor. Let me get my body done.
I'm going to be real, in your program, in his program, y'all, from what I've seen, is like a nigga could be on minimum wage and afford this program. Like it's very affordable. It seems affordable.
Man, well, you just gotta ask yourself, what's I'm not selling 6-pack abs. I'm not selling a better body. I'm selling a better life because I'm selling a better life because wouldn't your life be better if you was confident when you looked in the mirror during the summertime? You could go to the beach with your shirt off and feel good about that and not have to hide it, knowing that your girl and your wife actually finds you attractive, not she holding her breath when she has sex with you and she see every other dude at the beach. How is that not a better life? That your kids are not embarrassed when you go somewhere with them because you got your stomach hanging out? Is that not a better? I'm selling a better life. So it really, it's going to cost you, but what's your life worth to you?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Damn, man, the game, God, man, I ain't gonna lie. It's been.
That's why I be trying to tell these motherfuckers. I say a lot of slick shit, but it come across so well because beneath the surface is a lot of wisdom I'm coming with. I'm not just trying to give you some fluff and some, quick talking. I'm trying to give you some foundational shit. I'm gonna reel you in with the fly talking, but when you get with me, I'm gonna give you what you really need.
Yeah, because
they get past your delivery. It's great.
You know what I'm saying?
Look at her. Hey, she big on that, boy. She be on that shit about the delivery.
Good information.
Yeah, man. Listen, bro. I really think I truly believe like sky's the limit for you, and I rarely say that somebody got it all figured out, but you got most of this shit figured out, and at the end of the day, I truly believe that like you inspiring people that you probably never will meet and never know, because it's something about men with their pride and their egos. They can't look at somebody and be like, "Hey, bro, appreciate you, my nigga. You the reason why." This and that. I seen recently that you connected with Man Kevo.
Yeah.
How did that come about? Because my man is major with the credit, major. His whole redemption story. Like, I was following Kevo before Kevo became Kevo, when he was in the Feds selling courses, and they was allowing this nigga to get paid while he was in the Feds. So when he came out, and when he first started his OnlyFans, most people thought he was selling porn, but it was really courses and teaching people how to repair their credit. And he's just a big figure in the space and the culture. Like, how was that connection? And what did you gain from that? Like,
man, when I first linked up with him, you know, it was about when I first started my journey, before I was even popping my shit, and I was really just going with the, you know, the personal development tip. You know, I linked with him to, you know, do his workout shit, and we did like a workout promo, and I got him in the gym and shit like that. And then from there, you know, we just clicked and linked, and he started giving me good information about, yo, how you do this and how you need to network with these people. And he was putting me in this position next to this person, helping me with the Instagram and helping me with this. And then from there, you know, my shit kind of blew up thanks to him putting his little sauce on, you know, what I was already doing. You know, because, I mean, you see what he doing. He business minded, you know, so he really know what he talking about. And then he got so many connections. And, you know, what's the saying? Your net worth is your network. Yeah. Man, that's really real. And he really shows me that by putting me in a room with multi-millionaires, 100 millionaires from here to Dubai, you know, and that those connections you couldn't buy. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the connection with him is just valuable, you know, just networking.
That's what's up, man. Because I ain't gonna lie. I was like, damn, nigga, I seen y'all on that motherfucking boat in Miami, all them bitches. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, you know, he the man in Miami.
Nigga, y'all was doing y'all thing.
Where y'all was at when I came down? No.
Man, listen. Oh yeah, you better tap in. You ain't follow Goldie yet?
No, definitely.
Okay.
Did I follow you?
Yeah, he clicked that one.
You went to my page and you seen one video and was like, fuck that.
Nah, I actually watched your video.
No, I ain't gonna lie.
I definitely watched all your videos.
Last night.
My videos is in the same.
So what you think? I gotta follow you. So what you think when you saw my videos?
You got a large following too.
I love.
What, you got 250,000 followers?
I love what you talk about. I definitely love what you talking about. It's your delivery that some women ain't gonna like, but I love it because I do it. So I know what you're doing. I get it. So I fuck with it.
But the perception has changed from watching the videos to being in his presence. How much more has your perspective changed?
It's still the same.
It's still the same?
It's still the same.
Okay.
a lot of females gonna look at me as like a pick me, but I've already been chosen. Can't pick me. I say that every time. Wow. I've already been chosen. So I'm definitely not that. But I like to be brutally, like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, so I like what
so let me ask you this. Do you check your algorithm at all? You check your professional dashboard at all?
Every now and
again.
Like
so what's your women-men ratio? What's the percentage on that?
It was more men, but there's still a lot of women on there. It was like 40, it was like 40, 60.
It start off like that. It's gonna start off like the niggas, because you giving a game to them.
A lot of things too, like these women be watching, but they don't be saying nothing. But they be going, you know, I done had stories.
Yeah, women gonna look, they like
you know, they be watching. Sometimes they don't even follow. They got another page just to watch and follow what I'm saying and shit like
they
that.
On that type of time.
This man keep calling us bitches and broads.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to hear outside the words.
So like, so far as not to cut you off, so far as like, because I noticed your presentation is like together, like you what we got right here, is that what you use right now?
I just bought that shit actually. You know, I'm trying to do more vlogging and shit, like more catch some more day-to-day shit. Plus, like when I'm on vacation and shit, carrying around a big ass camera sometimes it's like too much. So having that is just convenient.
Okay, so you got like a Canon or something.
Yeah,
because your shit be crispy.
Sony A something. I bought the most expensive shit they had.
Oh, I got a Sony A7 III. It's like A7.
I got the A7 V.
Yep, I got an A7 III. It's kind of, I had it for a little while, but it was that's a good camera too. The A5, that's a good camera. And also who you mess with them Fiverr people?
Who? Fiverr? Yeah, they be doing like little shit like my my YouTube name and little
the
shit.
clips and shit. Like who your clips are? Because your clips be so cold where you be putting shit.
You
inside.
do it or you get somebody else to do your edits?
Most of the ones that be going viral is the ones I did, because you can't hire somebody from Fiverr and they know the culture enough to put something a little clip from Friday in there. Something that the culture gonna understand. They not gonna know how to do that. So
okay. Certain
shit I do, but like for the regular ones, they do that shit.
Man, that's what's up. So what about the man? Is you writing you an ebook? Is you putting you?
I got an ebook.
You got
called
an ebook?
Unlocking the Code: The Secrets of Manhood, Secrets of Society.
Where can we get that at?
GoldieRatio.com. I got the ebook. I got the course. Then I got the How to Talk to Women course. I got the Game Guy Mentality course. The give you a mindset, right? The give you the mindset of how I think, why I think, what I think, and the principles of the people that I came up under. Some master practitioners of the game. 50, 60 year veterans. 50, 60 year veterans. You know what I'm saying? 50, 60 year veterans that I was mentored by in the game, who really have so much game, So I'm just giving these secrets, giving these tips, how I think, why I think, and really go back to self-love and self-respect. Because when you start there, all of this shit I'm kicking come natural. You know what I'm saying? So you can be your own. You ain't got to say what I'm saying, but you just gonna feel yourself the way I feel myself. Wow. Then I got the How to Talk to Women course, right? A lot of dudes, they not confident when they talk to women. Why you not confident? Well, if I told you right now it's an auditorium of 1,000 people come speak for me, most people are going to be nervous. Why? Because you're not prepared. You're not competent. Confidence comes from competency. You don't talk to women. So, of course, you're not going to be confident talking to women. So I got a course set up to where, you have I call it a Swiss Army knife. I ain't going to give too much of my course away.
Oh, no, don't give it up.
But a Swiss Army knife is this. In any given situation, you need to be able to have 5 different things to say to a woman. And out of those 5 different things, you can pick one. You say it to a woman, it's about 3 responses she could have. To any 3 of those responses she had, you need to have another 5 different things you could say. And now she got 3 responses to that. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Then you got something to say to that. So guess what? When you're competent and you done practice this in the mirror, in my course, I critique what you're doing. You record it, I critique it. You'll know what to say, what she's going to say back, have an answer for it. She's going to say something back. You got to answer for that. So you already midway through the conversation and you're confident because you done practiced it and you know it. It takes away all of the, what gives you anxiety about a situation. So that's my How to Talk to Women course right there.
Man, that's dope, man. Listen.
They might need that.
This one gonna be
y'all go copy.
This one gonna be good, man. Listen, I definitely appreciate you getting on that plane and flying down here, bro.
Appreciate you
tapping in with me, man, putting you on. My audience definitely gonna love this, man. This one gonna be a good one because I ain't gonna lie to you. I like interviews, minus what she talking about, that change perceptions. This interview changed my perception in the sense of you have more than an idea of where you going and what you do, because you got a lot of niggas out here with blind ambition. They just moving to be moving.
Right.
And in the beginning, that's cool. Being ambitiously blind and just grinding, cool. But to have a purpose with your grind, connecting with people, understanding shit and adding your shit to it, bro, like that shit is like sky's the limit, man. I could really see a year from now, man, niggas ain't gonna be able to dial your number.
Man, that shit.
I'm telling you, bro, because you just gotta, what you gotta do is what you already been doing. You gotta protect your energy, bro. You gotta stay fucking with niggas. Like I tell people all the time, keep building your phone up. Right. Contacts is everything.
That's 100%.
Like nigga, I got E40, Wallow, Snoop. I got niggas' numbers in my phone. I can call and they gonna pick up on the first ring. And it's like, it feel good to know that I got these connections.
Man, shit, I need to get some of your connections.
Right, just what he said.
No, we gonna tap in, man. Like I say, I say, bro, connected us, but I really fuck with you. It's like it's a genuine vibe, and I love what you're trying to do. So it's like, nigga,
man, I'm out here trying to save lives, man.
I'm AA you, nigga, every chance I can get, because I'm definitely gonna send this shit to everybody I fuck with.
Appreciate
like, check this nigga out. He the really next one, because the presentation is just right there. It's like, it's so crazy how the structure of your brain and how you think. It's funny to me because I be looking at it like, when you get confused for something, that just means you a king. Somebody be like, oh, I think he just a king.
I be trying to tell him, man, I got too much depth. And just when you think you know me, I'm like a fixed Rubik's Cube. I change again because I'm always growing. I'm always getting more information, more knowledge, taking more courses, getting more mentors. So I'm always keep evolving. So even if you think you got me figured out, in a minute, you not no more. You know what I'm saying?
Never let your left hand know what your right hand doing. Man, listen, I definitely appreciate you. I am Jay Monique. I appreciate you. This was a dope conversation, bro. I swear to God, I can't wait for this to drop, bro.
Yeah.
Man, listen, man.
I got some viral clips out of this one.
Oh, we got a lot. We got a lot of dope shit, man. Listen, Young Goldie, I am Jay Monique, Too Real.
Game God Goldie, for the record.
Woo!
Game God Goldie. Hey, nigga, the name is impeccable. The swag is everything on point. Presentation. I fuck with you, my nigga, and I appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Up. Yes, sir.
Let's go.